today we will do a lab demonstration of the Off-Gel fractionation and we will see how the Off-Gel fractionator works. This device helps in fractionation of protein and peptides. The principle is very simple, like that of the two-dimensional gel electrophoresis. Here we also use a IPG strip to separate the protein or peptides based on its isoelectric focusing point. Why do we do off-gel? We do it not only to reduce the complexity of the samples, also to get enhanced coverage of the proteome. So as you can see, these are the different components that are used for fractionation. So we have electrodes, we have the IPG strips of different strip length, and we have the collector cup and the overlaying cover. So the IPG strip is a very important component, as it is on this that the peptides are separated. We use the IPG strip on the tray and we overlay it with our sample before we do the fractionation. We have multiple number of lanes in the tray so as to do parallel off-gel fractionation of several different samples. So in this step we will see that how we will place the strips on the tray. We can place parallelly multiple strips for the off-gel fractionation. In this step we will remove the cover of the strip gently so as not to disturb the gel surface. This has to be done very carefully. Using forceps, we will place the gel on the tray. The gel side has to be up, otherwise the peptide separation or the protein separation will not be able to occur properly. Now we will place the cups on which the fractions will be separated and place it tightly on the gel. Using your fingers, press it gently so as to make it tight on the cup. This is the step where we will dehydrate the gel. We will use 50 microliter of Millicue water and place it on the cup. We will do it using the multi-channel pipettes so as to maintain the uniformity in the volume. Paper wicks are used in the sides of the well so as to maintain the conductivity of the current, because during the fractionation high voltage of current is passed through the IPG strip and sometimes the conductivity is lost. These paper wicks will allow the current to flow properly and the fractionation to happen in a proper manner. The electrodes are thus placed on top of the tray in both the sides. And finally, we'll seal the cups so as to stop evaporation. After 15 minutes of incubation, we can put the samples on the IPG strip in the similar manner. In this step, we will see the various parameters with which we can monitor the fractionation process, like the voltage and the current passing through. When we click on the start button, the fractionation process starts, and as you can see, the lane on which the IPG strip is placed will display the amount of current passing through. So if you use multiple strips, there will be different display in those lanes as well. The machine will show a light indicating the conductivity that is happening. Once the process is done, the machine will start blinking, and now is the time where we can collect the off-gel fractionated samples. Once the off-gel fractionation process is over, we have to remove the overlaying cap gently. After this process, we will collect the individual fractions in different Eppendorfs. we can use a micropipette to take out the different fractions. And make sure that all the sample is taken out, avoiding the gel pieces. Each fraction is collected in different Eppendorf tubes and often vacuum dried before it is subjected to mass spectrometry. Thus, in this way, a simple procedure can help us in getting a greater coverage of the proteome before mass spectrometry method, and also this helps in reducing the complexity of the sample.